Right there, 54
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
With Chubb on second down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd every...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Hunter Henry brings it in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 50 coaching spell.
On 3rd down, Carter. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
54. Mike 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnston. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Now. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run on 1st down. Pearson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 30 base.
2nd and 10.
Jones now. Off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Powers.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Coming line work.
Throwing Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's get in there. 80. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. That's out to Chubb, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Hey, Urban.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Play action here with Rosen. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Rosen now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Tighten up, pull it together.
On 1st down, Pearson is shedding the tackle and now some room. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Jones, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, pick your game up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Go!
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powers. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check.
They'll run on first down. Pearson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready. 8, read.
54, Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
25, check 25, check 25.
Check 50, check 50.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Matchbox, right.
Here's second and 8. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Rosen. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, Pearson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And again, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain there of 21 yards.
We play to win. Let's go.
First down, Eagles.
Come on,
Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnston. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, exit.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Matt Hawk. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
At the Eagles' 42-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hug.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Jones now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Let's go now. 10 Nova. Hey, Orbit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Now Jones on 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
Got it. General West.
Mike 5-4. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hit it.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
2nd and 4. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hunter Henry. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Cowboys 48, Eagles 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being...
Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
After the sack on first down, Rosen is going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, Pearson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54.
From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Powers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right there. 54, right there. 50.
Hey, rock that.
Jones off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point up and good, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Break.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jones now. Off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, exit.
I'm coming. Mike 50.
Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Dallas, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.